Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing more Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. I haven't actually done one in a few months, so I figured it was past due. So it's actually 3:05 p.m. on a Sunday, and there's probably a lot of people online. There's probably a lot of people inside also because it's a Sunday. You know, people are watching football, and it's also raining outside here. So I figured today would be a good day to see what we get, kind of with the congestion and everything of the tower, which it actually should be somewhat congested on a Sunday with it being rainy outside and people stuck inside and stuff like that. And like I said, with football going on today. So let's actually open up the speed test app here. And like I always do say, I use two servers. I use the Ashburn VA server, and then I also use the West Norton PA server, which is an actual official T-Mobile server. And before I get started here, I do use third-party equipment. I have a Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway / modem up in the attic, hooked up to a Waveform 4x4 antenna, and that is actually facing out the window near an old truck stop down the road from me, and that's where the cell tower is, so it's not really that far. So let's actually run some tests here. Like I said, I will be running like tests on multiple servers here. I'll be using the Ashburn VA server first, and then I'll be switching over to the official T-Mobile server, which is the West Norton PA server, excuse me. So let's see what we get here. Not bad at all on the download. And the upload is definitely not bad. So 629 on the download, a really good score on that one. 34.4 on the upload, so we still get about the same upload speed. Like I said in my other videos, 20 to 30, that's about what we get in this area. I get worse speeds on my phone, so that Waveform 4x4 antenna definitely helps with the upload speed, and 40 ping, so that's definitely not that bad. And as you guys can see, it kind of gives you a rating down here in the speed test app, like with these icons here. The gaming performance, it said that it wouldn't be really that good, but me and my mom don't game, so it's not really that big of a deal. That doesn't really matter to us. Like video playback and other things like uploading files and stuff like that, that's all in the green, so that's definitely a good score there. So let's see what else we get here. Run a few more. I'm actually surprised that we're getting these kind of speeds today, because normally, like on a Sunday, or if it's raining or if it's bad weather outside, normally we get like 500 or so, which is still very usable on the download, and sometimes we'll get like 20 or lower on the upload. So that's actually looking pretty good actually. So on this one, we got 627 for the download, 37.5 for the upload, that actually went up, and then 38 for the ping, so the ping actually went down some, so that's actually pretty good. Let me run one more on this server, and then I'll switch over to the West Norton PA server and run some on that as well. Looks like it might have actually gotten stuck there. It's been doing this sometimes. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's the speed test app itself. Let me actually rerun that. Sorry. Let me actually rerun this test. Yeah, and as you can see, it was the speed test app itself doing that. I don't know. It must be some kind of bug or something, or it might have been a bug in the server itself. So that's definitely not too bad. 618 on the download, 27.9 for the upload, and then 33 ping. So definitely not bad. Let me switch over to the West Norton PA server and run some on that. I do have a newer phone, by the way. I have a Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, and they've been hammering out some bugs on this phone, so it's very possible that that's why it was hanging on that one speed test. So, not bad on this one, definitely not bad. 625 on the download, 35.5 on the upload, and then only 30 ping, so that's definitely not bad. Let me run like 2 more on this one, then I'll switch back over to the Ashburn VA server. And these are actually really good scores for it being a Sunday, like I said, and it being rainy outside. Really good scores. So 629 on the download, 35 even on the upload, and then 34 ping. Definitely not bad at all. Let me one run more on this one, and then I'll switch over to the Ashburn VA server and run a few more on that. And I mostly only use this server because it's an official T-Mobile server, so I like to use this one. As you can see, it can sometimes be somewhat inconsistent. So on the download there, we got below 500, which is not very common, honestly. So 444, and then for the download, and then 37.5 for the upload, and then 31 ping. So the ping is really good on that one. Let me run one more and see if it'll get back up to 500. So almost back up to 500. But like I said, this server is not really the best server. That's why I just throw it in there. It's just an official T-Mobile server, so that's why I throw it in there. But it's very inconsistent, as you can see. So not too bad on that one. 496 still very usable for the download, 29 for the ping, and 32.4 for the upload. So still very usable. But I'll switch back over to the main server here and see what we get on that. And as you can see, back over 500 actually to 600. 600 even, actually. Now it's doing that again. It's hanging. Or it's actually, now it's not, but it was. I think it might be something going on with the server, honestly, because it wasn't doing that on the other server. So on this one, definitely not bad at all. 600 even on the download, 25.2 on the upload, still very usable, and then 34 for the ping, so not bad. Run like 2 more here. These are very good scores for a Sunday, and like I said, with it raining outside too. Almost got 40 on the upload there. So on the download, 565, really good on that. 38.9 on the upload, and then 32 ping. So that's a really good one. Run one more here. And I apologize for my voice if I like sound like a little bit groggy and I sound like a little bit like my letters and stuff are a little bit off, like my S's and everything, because my teeth are still messed up. So I've been going through that with my teeth and stuff. I have to still get some teeth replaced and fixed, so I apologize for that. So definitely not bad on that one. 625 for the download, 24.9 for the upload, and then 34 ping. Let me actually just run one more here. So yeah, it actually seems to be going like backwards sometimes here. But like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I use. Like I have security cameras. I have like they're taking bandwidth. I have other things in the house. You know, my mom, she's downstairs using her laptop and stuff like that. So like I've said before, it's cellular home internet. It's not going to always be boom 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 fast. But that's still very usable. 332 on the download. 34.7 on the upload, and then 35 ping. Let me actually run one more here. And like I said, today is Sunday and it's raining outside, and there's a lot of people streaming football games and stuff today or watching football games and stuck inside their house today on a rainy day. So, you know, it is what it is. So I really wasn't expecting these scores, to be honest with you. So they're really good. They're very usable. So on this one, it did go back up, as you can see on the download, 595. On the upload, 33.7, really good on that. And then on the ping, 39, not bad at all. So that's about it, guys. So like I said, you know, I just wanted to make a speed test video and do some speed tests. I haven't done one in a while, so I figured I would get one out there. But that's about it. So like I said, you know, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.